What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another transfer update video. Today is the morning after the night before, people. Arsenal brushed aside Chelsea last night 4-0 over it in Orlando. What a performance it was. Listen, I know it's pre-season, but the reality is if we'd lost 4-0 to Chelsea last night, we'd all be having meltdowns, including me. So when you beat them 4-0, of course you should enjoy it. I think the reality is enjoy it, but don't get carried away with it. That would be my message that I would throw out. I know I had to throw a few shots at Chelsea in the AFTV interview. Mickey Mouse defending Disney World business, people, but it is what it is. But what a great performance from Arsenal. Real good togetherness amongst the group. Good style of football, looks like it's starting to kick in. And Gabriel Jesus, I just think he's going to be the difference maker for this team this season. I see a guy that wants to prove that he's ready to step out of those shadows that he was in at Manchester City, being Aguero's backup, and then even last year being played out wide at times when they had no other natural striker. He looks hungry. He looks like he's been at Arsenal for years. You know, Zinchenko was solid at left back. Partey and Xhaka were good in the middle. Saka and Martinelli caused havoc. William Saliba, I mean, absolute Rolls Royce of a centre-back. This kid, in fact, I'm not even going to call him a kid. This man has got everything that a centre-back would want. Pace, height, power. He's good on the ball. He's composed. He's absolute class. Now, we will make mistakes. He's still a young defender. But he looks to me like he could go to the top if his development goes the way we hope it goes. What a player. Get him tied down to a new deal. Ben White did well against Sterling, didn't trouble him at all. Still think long term, I would like to see another right back come in to challenge Tomiyasu, because Tomiyasu's injury prone. But listen, Ramsdale as well. Some of his long passing yesterday was fantastic. Great performance. Great credit to the guys. Lokonga did well when he came on. Eddie did well when he came on. And it was a fantastic victory and a great atmosphere. What a stadium, by the way. Reminded me of the new camp inside. We were high up as well. So, listen, absolutely brilliant. And let's hope we take this into the new season. Because, listen, I've seen Arsenal win big games in pre-season before and then lose in the Premier League on the opening day. It means nothing. But we look good. You know, we've won all 4 of our pre-season games. One more next week against Seville in the Emirates Cup. And that'll be that. Crystal Palace the following Friday. So great preparation. Before we get into today's transfer video, just a little message from me. The Orlando tour finishes today. We'll be flying back to the UK later tonight. And do you know what? I have to say, this trip has been absolutely incredible. Some of the people, in fact all of the people that I've met over here have been absolutely brilliant. You know, as I came out the ground yesterday, we were literally mobbed. Like, I must have met 100 people last night at least. And, you know, it was just like, it was overwhelming. It's like you think, you know, you sit down and you just make videos. You don't realise the impact that you can have on people, man. It's just amazing. And, you know, it's really made me want to push this channel to the next level. It's why I'm always preaching about togetherness, community, all of us. Because you're meeting people from around the world. And you realise we're all part of the same thing, you know. We're all going crazy when we're watching Arsenal play. We're all in this together. So absolutely amazing. Really appreciate it. You know, literally felt like being a Premier League footballer coming out of that ground. And Robbie, don't even get me started on him. We literally had to walk round him in a circle to stop people getting to him, to get him out of the ground. It was mad. It was absolutely mad. What a trip. Big up to each and every one of you who've made this trip so great. Thank you for all your support, and it's been legendary, people. Can't wait. I hope we come back here again. I really do. Hope we come back here again. But it's been amazing, people. It really has. We're going to push this channel onwards and upwards this season, that is for sure. All right, let's talk transfers. Who are Arsenal going to sign? Because I looked at that performance last night and I looked at that team, and I don't know how you felt, but I felt like just get 2 more in. Get 2 more and we're cooking next season, people. We look like we've got a very good team. I'm still not convinced we've got a top squad in all areas. I still think we need to strengthen a little bit to have us where we need to be next season. Now, a link that has come back today, people, one that was out about a week ago, is Leroy Sane of Bayern Munich. We all know him, former Manchester City winger. Mikel Arteta was his assistant manager at Manchester City. Now, reports coming out that Bayern Munich are willing to sell him for 60 million euros, which is about 52 million pounds. Now, Bayern Munich, of course, they've just signed De Ligt, they've signed Gravenberch, they've spent over 100 million euros this summer, and they're looking to recoup some money this summer. Now, they've obviously signed Sadio Mane as well, they've got Kingsley Coman, they've given Serge Gnabry a new contract, they obviously lost Robert Lewandowski to Barcelona. Now, Leroy Sane, for me, at Manchester City was, you know, an absolutely world-class winger. I would have snapped your hand off to get him to Arsenal then. At Bayern Munich, he hasn't quite been at the same level. I'm not sure what the issue is. He had a big injury at Manchester City. I don't know if that's taken a little something out of his game. Is he as quick as he used to be? I don't know. Anybody who watches him more in the Bundesliga, let me know. I mean, without seeing enough of him at Bayern Munich, he's somebody I'd be tempted to look at. 52 million is a big risk though if this injury has affected him massively. But Leroy Sane is still mid-20s. We know that he ripped the Premier League apart. He can play left wing, he can play right wing, he scores goals, he's quick, he's left-footed, he gives us something different. I think he would add fear factor to our front line. I have to admit, if Arsenal sign Leroy Sane, I would be very happy with that. My only concern is he the same player that left the Premier League? Has this injury took him down a level in terms of the player he is? And spending 52 million pound and giving, you know, he's on 180 grand at Bayern Munich. It's a massive financial outlay. I think a lot of Arsenal fans would be saying, why have you spent 52 million on Leroy Sane, who's possibly had a big injury issue, when you could have got Serge Gnabry maybe for 52 million pounds? So it's a tough one. I'm not in a position to be rejecting Leroy Sane if we could get him, but I'm also not totally convinced that he's at a stage in his career where you should be spending 52 million on him. I don't know. If he came, I'd say he was world class. If he didn't come, I'd say he's washed up. So, you know what we're like as fickle football fans, people. So we'll have to see on that one. But it does look as if Arsenal want a winger. You know, they offered 50 million for Rafinha, so clearly they want something else in that attack. Because listen, Saka and Martinelli are brilliant. Smith Rowe's had injury problems, and Nicolas Pepe, I think, will be offloaded. Also, Reece Nelson will be offloaded, in my opinion. So it potentially leaves us with 3 wingers, and you need 4 considering Europa League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup and Premier League. Let me know in the comments, would you pay 52 million pounds for Leroy Sane? Is he good enough? Is he still hungry enough? I don't know. I haven't watched him, but his stats don't look great at Bayern Munich since he's been there, compared to what he was doing at Manchester City. So we'll have to see on that one. You know, maybe you'd be better off getting somebody with a stronger injury record. I don't know. But if he's anything like the player that was at Man City, I would certainly take Leroy Sane. So let me know in the comments. Now, interesting, after the game that Mikel Arteta stated, he was asked about transfers, and his reply was, we still don't have everything we need, and we are still short in some positions, which indicates there are still more players on their way in. Now, we've spoken time and time again, Yuri Tielemans, we all believe we need this central midfielder to come in. You know, Granit Xhaka did a brilliant piece of skill yesterday. We flicked the ball over a player's head and volleyed it. But you just know Granit Xhaka's a ticking time bomb. I want somebody who's better on the ball to go in there and play next to Thomas Partey. Yuri Tielemans links again. I mean, listen, it's almost got to a point where when we're linked with Tielemans, I don't even want to mention him, because it's become that name we're just going to talk about all summer. We need to get this done. We need to get this one done for me. 30-odd million pound is a brilliant price. He's got the quality. He ticks a lot of boxes. As I've said before, somebody said to me the other day from Arsenal, they think this one will get done once we offload a couple of players. How true that is, I hope it is true. I certainly think Arsenal are going to have to offload, though, before we see major incomings. But good that Mikel Arteta is indicating there's still more to come. Edu was asked about Lucas Paqueta by TNT Sports over there in Brazil. They were over here covering the game, and Edu spoke openly about Lucas Paqueta. He said he's a player that he likes. He's seen him many, many times, but he said Arsenal are simply not interested in a deal for him, as they have enough players in that position. I think they probably would view maybe Fabio Vieira as somebody that plays in a similar position to him. So they are not going to be going for Lucas Paqueta in this transfer window. But obviously it was good that he spoke openly about it, so we kind of know where we stand on that one. So no deal for Lucas Paqueta. Finally, Nuno Tavares came on last night, and again, like, he got the ball at one stage yesterday. He went on a marauding run, and you're like, he's a beast. He's got pace, he's got power, he's got height, but the end product is just not quite there. And you know what, Nuno? You've certainly got the tools to be a good player, but you've just got to kind of piece it all together. And I think he does need a loan move. Fabrizio confirming Arsenal are in advanced talks with Atalanta. They're willing to loan him out. It's just a case now of whether there's an option to buy in there or not. I think Arsenal don't want to sell him at the end of the loan. They want him to come back. So that one looks like he'll get done over the next few days. So let's see what happens on that. But Nuno, you know, he is a beast. He is quite exciting to watch when he goes on them runs, but the end product just ain't quite there, you know what I'm saying? But we'll have to see what happens with that one. Listen, people, thank you very much for tuning in. As I said, I'll be back in the studio tomorrow, and I'm certainly going to miss being out here in the sunshine, in the palm trees, making videos. It's been an absolute pleasure. Sure on tour business, C-Unit business. Come on, Arsenal. Brilliant tour. Slapped up Chelsea. Beat Orlando. And listen, battered Everton as well. Get a couple signings in, and we could have a good season here, people. I think Arsenal fans, the expectation should be either win that Europa League or get top 4. It's time for us to step up now. Mikel Arteta, you know, I haven't been his biggest fan, I got to be honest, but it's time to step up. There can't be excuses about time. There can't be excuses about investment. They've backed him the last 2 summers massively. Get this team in the top 4, and let's get back to where we rightfully belong. Champions League business. Thank you everyone for supporting this tour. Sure on tour out, people. Bless.